Hello and welcome to Knowledgist. Very good evening, Saurav. How are you, all of you? I hope all of you doing well and preparing well for your upcoming exams. And in today's session, we will be discussing about the current banking affairs, August 2021. Because if the exams are to be held this month, then this portion, first part of August 2021, is going to be very crucial for your exam point of view. Most of the questions will be asked. If it is to be asked from August, then most of the questions will be asked from August first half. ओके सो जो MCQ सेशंस हैं वो प्रवीण सर बहुत ही अच्छे तरह से ले रहे हैं. आई होप दैट ऑल ऑफ यू लाइक एंड एंजॉइंग द प्रवीण सर सेशन and it is going to be very useful for your final exam. So I will be teaching you the theory part or the events that has happened in August first half related to banking current affairs, and you have to understand the topics, the events, the terms and the terminologies that are used in this entire first half of August. Okay, so we will also clear second half of August, but this August first half is going to be very important. Okay, I am waiting everybody to join. Yes, thank you Abhinav, Srivastav, Shivendra, Sagar, Saurabh, everyone to join. Please do like the video. All your questions that are being uploaded now in students portal are going to be crucial. We have taken up this challenge uh, to make such a question bank from where 40 out of 40 current banking questions will be asked and 40 out of 40 financial awareness question will be asked. Also we have in last few days we have changed all the questions of test series. In 2-3 days every portion of test series will again be changed. Okay, that was a mammoth task, बहुत बड़ा टास्क था हमारे सामने, बट फाइनली सितंबर 10 तक हमारी जो आईटी टीम है वो एश्योरेंस दिया है कि सारा कुछ अपडेट टेस्ट सीरीज में भी हो जाएगा और उसके साथ साथ everything is almost updated in students portal. So let's start without wasting your further second. If you have not subscribed to Knowledgist, kindly subscribe now, because this is your responsibility and our responsibility to make you qualify in every single exam. Okay, so chaliye the first thing that we are going to discuss about SIDBI. A great thing about SIDBI or a unique thing about SIDBI, remember SIDBI is the only big financial institution which is headquartered at Lucknow. बाकी जितने भी financial institution हैं या तो उनके हेडक्वार्टर्स आप मुंबई में होता है, नहीं तो दिल्ली में होता है, न्यू दिल्ली में होता है. ठीक है, in everywhere all the big organizations governed by the government of India or regulated by government of India, either they are in Mumbai or they are in New Delhi, but SIDBI is the only location which is located in a smaller town, that is in Lucknow. So can you also tell me where is the head office of IRDA is headquartered? Where is the IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, is located headquartered? So by the time we'll start about SIDBI, SIDBI has launched a new report that is MSME Plus, the edition of 12th, released by SIDBI with the help of Civil TransUnion, which is a credit information company. There is two different companies, remember, credit information company, credit rating agencies or credit rating company, two different companies. Okay, so and as per this report, there was 9.5 lakh crore of MSME loans was given during the COVID period, and it is higher than FY20, 40% higher than FY20. FY20 से ये डाटा 40% ज़्यादा है. क्वेश्चन आपको एग्जैक्ट इस तरह से क्वेश्चन नहीं आएंगे. MSME प्लस जो रिलीज हुआ है वो कौन से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने रिलीज किया है? इफ क्वेश्चंस आर टू बी आस्क्ड आउट ऑफ दिस स्लाइड, then the question will be MSME Plus 12th edition is released by SIDBI, TransUnion Civil or both of them, or some other institution's name. Remember, when there are figures that are astronomical, that are big, that are there is no scientific reason to remember that number, then it is to be forgotten. ठीक है, you are appearing for a banking exam, not for a statistics exam or not for a history exam. So always remember which is potential for you to gain economic knowledge out of it. Okay, so SIDBI and TransUnion Civil has released the data on MSME Plus, the 12th edition of MSME Plus, that is related to loans given in MSME sector in FY 2021. It was mainly supported by the ECLGS, Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme, the Government of India initiative for Atmanirbhar Bharat program, and it has got the momentum during these COVID times. Okay, so the headquarter is at Lucknow. Subramaniam Raman is the chairman and MD. This much is to be remembered. Okay. Thank you for everyone answering Hyderabad as the headquarter of IRDA. That's great. Yes, PDF will be provided. I think I will provide PDF of the both the parts. Don't worry. And the RBI circular gist for the month of August is already uploaded in the application, so you can download it from the application too. Registered candidates can download it from the application. Download access is given to RBI circular gist PDFs in the last moment. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Indian Bank signed in MOU with sign IIT Bombay. Okay, so please understand theory. I give more importance on theory part. When you understand what is happening around you, it is more easier for you to appear in these exams. I am saying in simple English. Please don't mind my Hindi students, because Praveen sir is taking the entire class in Hindi. Sometimes he is using English, but that's why for English students and for everyone I am using English. Sir is doing it in bilingually and more focus on Hindi part. Okay, so I am doing it, and Sir is also doing working on MCQ part. I am filling the gap on theory part, so it will be helpful for every one of our students. Okay, so the Indian Bank Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, SINE, the full form of SINE, the Indian Bank and Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, IIT Institute of Technology Bombay signed a MOU. So SINE is Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, has made a MOU with Indian Bank. Okay, and IIT. Three of them has signed the MOU. So what was there the MOU? India Springboard. It provide a credit facility to the startups in small business through its loan product called India Springboard. Why this is important? Because anything related to MSMEs, startups are important for your exam point of view. I always told what is the focus. Try to find out what is the focus of Government of India, what is the focus of Reserve Bank of India. So if you find out, then your questions will come from these two segments. The things that are important for Reserve Bank of India, the things that are important for Government of India related to finance is going to be your financial awareness, nothing else. Okay. Under the MOU, sign IIT Bombay will support the bank by referring the startups and Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises that are in need of financial assistance. And Indian Bank, all of you know, it's headquartered at Chennai, and the CEO is Padmaja Chandru. And remember, please refer to day before yesterday's class of Kirandeep sir, where he has taken a session on recent amendments that has happened in banking industry. How many of you were there in that session? I think all that is going to be crucial for your exam point of view. You have to go refreshed with the new changes that has happened in the year 2021. That is important, because sometimes even we refer to, sometimes during the classes we refer to 3-4 months back of our PPT, so that in which that the numbers are may not be updated. New MSME guidelines, everything is updated there. So she has taken a special class on amendments that has happened in the year 2021. That is also crucial. We are trying to help you in every single aspect. We just want, yes, so Praveen sir's class is scheduled today. If he finds time, definitely he is very sincere and he is overwhelmed with all your response. Please keep on watching, keep sharing his videos too. Okay. So yeah, SBI launches SIM binding feature in YONO. SIM binding features means you cannot use the same SIM with other device. Okay, you cannot use your YONO application in other devices. This is a security feature. One YONO application for one SIM. even if your SIM is um, stolen, your phone is stolen, your security will not be hampered. The same the very time you block your SIM, your YONO application will automatically be blocked. That is SIM binding. Okay, your YONO application, YONO is, you only need one. Its market value is rising day by day. It's one of the biggest innovation by State Bank of India. State Bank of India, even they never believed that YONO will be such a big platform. If YONO has to be a company, then it would have been one of the Fortune 500 companies. So the YONO's growth story is very impressive, very impressive. Okay. So remember, questions may ask on YONO. YONO is a very popular application, and its net worth is rising day by day. So it's going to be useful. So State Bank has launched a SIM binding. So your YONO application will be registered with one registered mobile number. Okay. So Dinesh Kumar Khara is the chairperson, headquartered in Mumbai, founded in 1995, or you can say nationalized in 1955. Because there are so many history. There are imperial banks that were turned into SBI. So that was a separate part. Okay, rupees 24,356 crore unsolicited deposits in SCBs. Okay, so what is unsolicited deposits? Unclaimed deposits, deposits that are that are not claimed by anyone. That means we are referring to what? We are referring to the money that is transferred to the DEF account. Okay, so a whooping amount of rupees 24,356 crore unsolicited deposits is now with scheduled commercial bank. So my suggestion is, after you people join bank should distribute that money with among the employees, right? So much of money nobody is coming to take, so why don't we distribute that money among employees? Am I right? Am I right? So what is the full form of DIF? Depositors. What is the full form of DIF? Can anyone tell me? DIF account is a very sensitive thing. DIF account is a very sensitive thing. Even rupees 20 rupees lying unclaimed there in a account, you cannot, the employee of the bank cannot take away that money, stating that nobody is coming for claim of the amount. So we will withdraw that. You cannot do that. Okay, that's very sensitive. I got a report, fraud report. People of a bank, what they were doing, they were withdrawing the money of unclaimed amount, where there are 60,000-70,000 are there in account. Every week they use it to withdraw 200-300 from that account, to arrange a feast among the bank staff, and later all of them got terminated. That is so foolish. You cannot you cannot take away all this money. This is government of India's wealth. And remember, what happens in 10th year? What happens after 10th year? It is transferred to Reserve Bank of India. But on 12th year, on 15th year, the customer comes to you. What will you do? On 15th year, 15 साल के बाद कस्टमर बैंक में आता है, बोलता है कि जो अकाउंट में पैसा था वो मुझे वापस दे दीजिए। आपने वो पैसा आरबीआई को भेज दिया है, डीप अकाउंट में क्रेडिट कर दिया है। तो आप कस्टमर को क्या कहेंगे? मना कर देंगे, कस्टमर को टाइमलाइन मांगेंगे, ठीक है, या फिर इमीडिएटली क्रेडिट कर देंगे? तो करेंगे क्या आप? पैसा दे सकते हैं आप कस्टमर को, अमाउंट ऑलरेडी क्रेडिटेड टू डीफ अकाउंट। You should know the situation based questions, because in interviews such type of questions are asked. What can you do for that? आपको क्या करना चाहिए इस स्थिति में? Customer can claim that amount anytime, even if that is credited to DIF account. So what will you do? You file a return to Reserve Bank of India, and in 2-3 months that will be credited back to your bank account, to your bank. Then you will transfer the money to the customer's account. Yes, timeline, there are 3 months of time you will ask to the customer, and you will credit back. You will take a form and you will credit back that amount. But this is for the case of scheduled commercial banks. They file that they directly deposit that amount to DIF. What RRBs do? RRB क्या करते हैं, क्योंकि बहुत सारे आप लोग RRB एग्जाम देने वाले हो. So what RRB people RRB do? They submit it to the sponsor bank, and so sponsor bank submits it to the Reserve Bank of India. Getting it? Getting it? So this is actually not on unsolicited money that can be claimed anytime. Okay. So yes, SEBI ordered a forensic audit of MSME accounts. So what is forensic audit? Nowadays there are recruitments happening in forensic audit. I am also taking the mock interview for Canara Bank people in forensic audit department, and their interviews are scheduled in few days. So what is forensic audit? Nowadays very popular. Can you tell me? Can anyone here tell me what is forensic audit? What is forensic audit? Maybe few point on your screens, you can look into that. Yes, forensic audit, this evaluates the financial statement of a company, of an individual, and finds out the mismatches, the missing links in that account. So it deals with fraud detection of the account. Like in a crime scene, there are forensic reports are asked in a crime scene. Someone has left his or her fingerprints, etc., that is checked thoroughly. So similarly, if you have to hide something in your bank statement, in your financial statement, that will be detected by forensic audit. Any missing link. ठीक है. लोग क्या करते हैं, पैसा या इनकम टैक्स छुपाने के लिए या फिर कोई क्राइम करने के लिए सेल कंपनी बना के पैसा यहाँ से लेके वहाँ पे कोई मलेशियन कंपनी में डाल के फिर वापस पैसे को लाते हैं. तो हियर दे विल फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द मिसिंग लिंक. If amount is credited to this from this account to that account, then from that account money has gone to what? Has gone to where? If this much of amount is credited for selling of rupees, selling of few goods, what is the cost of goods? Do that good cost this much or not? So these are forensic audit. Okay. So financial evaluation of financial records. Money transferred by DD, or you can directly deposit it to the account. In case of DIF account, you can directly deposit it to the account. Okay. So forensic audit, I hope all of you got. So SEBI has ordered forensic audit into the working of Metropolitan Stock Exchange of India Limited, formerly known as MCX, on allegation of mismanagement of financial irregularities. The forensic audit will detect any misstatement. Okay. So it is SEBI is headquartered in Mumbai. So MCX SX is under scanner. Okay. Yeah. So SBI General ties up with Manipal Business School. This is the news. No need to go into details. It's a SAHI page that expands its non-life penetration in rural areas. This much is important. Don't go through details of it. Okay. So SEBI revised the minimum application value trading lot for REIT and InvITs. REIT and InvITs are very important in terms of the rural growth and the growth of infrastructure sector in India. So many times questions asked. So what is REIT? Real Estate Investment Trust, and InvITs are the Infrastructure Investment Trust. Okay. So Security and Exchange Board has reduced the minimum application value of REIT and InvIT. So the range of 10,000 to 15,000 from earlier 50,000 to rupees 1 lakh. Okay. So 10,000 in case of REIT. The earlier application amount was minimum 50,000. If you want to invest in REIT, then you have to invest minimum rupees 50,000 earlier. Now you can invest at least 10,000. Similarly, if you want to invest in InvITs, minimum 1 lakh of rupees are to be invested earlier. Now it has been revised to 15,000. It's a investment like you invest in mutual fund. Similarly, these are investment bonds. This money which is raised from the InvITs are utilized for investment purpose related to infrastructure. Okay. So real estate investment trust are the investment trust like mutual funds. Yes, it is here like mutual funds that own and operate real estate properties, generating regular income and capital appreciation for their investors. Any bond, any fund you invest that grow or degrow in due period of time, but real estate funds generally grow. So it is like mutual fund, but that is related to real estate sector. Similarly, infrastructure investment trust or InvITs are also mutual fund, like things like mutual fund. They pool money from the investor and that has own and operate operational infrastructure asset like highways, road, pipelines, warehouse, power plants, etc. Understood or not, or should I go clarify you better? Should I go and clarify you better? I put everything on PPT so that even if you read it later, everything will be on your screens and you will be understanding it. Okay. So that's why I emphasize more things to be written on PPT so that there will be no doubt left even after the class. If you get the PPT, it will be helpful, or you take a screenshot of the running class and you will get to understand every single point of it. Okay. Any doubt on it? Real estate subject to real estate market risk. Okay. So yeah. So yes, just a second. This let's go to the framework for outsourcing of payment and settlement related to activities by PSO. I have taught you this same slide in RBI circular gist for the month of August. PSO is nothing but payment settlement payment systems operators. So new guideline is there, that is to be that new guideline is to be completed before 31st March 2022. Okay. So this is the second guidelines. As per framework, PSOs will not, and this is related to the outsourcing of PSOs. Outsourcing is always a risky business. Okay. So let's move to the next. ADB sanctioned USD $112 million loan for Jharkhand. Remember, in RRB exam, they ask the loans given by World Bank ADB, but not before any loan before 3 months. All the loans that are sanctioned within the last 3 months are important for you. Okay, so it is given to the state Jharkhand for urban water supply and infrastructure project. No need to remember the amount of loan that is sanctioned. If they will ask a question, they will give the numbers there. They will ask who sanctioned the loan or to whom this is sanctioned. Okay, so ADB is headquartered in Philippines. The current president is Masatsugu Asakawa, if I could spell it in a right spirit, because these are Chinese names, I guess, or Korean names, I think. Okay, now payment banks can do investment banking too. That's a great update. So because payments bank, you know that payments bank were facing a huge loss in these days. So that's why new business avenues are opened for them, and the limits are increased to 2 lakhs. So similarly, they are now open to investment banking. Okay. So a non-scheduled payments bank which have prior approval from the RBI will be eligible to act as a banker to an issue with regard to the conditions stipulated in BTI rules, that is for investment banking. Okay. So then ICICI Prudential Life integrated NPCI's UPI as autopay. It's okay. It's a private related private insurer, so not important for your exam point of view, but NPCI is related to it, so that's why I have added. Just this much of information is enough for your exam point of view. Gyandhan has received NBFC license. Okay, so this news is this much is okay. Bank of Baroda signs MOU with Andhra Pradesh. Yes, it's related to a public sector bank, so we'll go through it. Bank of Baroda signed MOU with AP Andhra Pradesh government to assist finance of entire 14,000 beneficiaries for setting up aqua units under AP government's Fees Andhra scheme. Okay, so AP stands first in the country in fisheries sector, both in terms of production and total value of aqua. It contributes 8.6%, 8.67% of the state's GDP. The information is that Peace Andhra scheme, Bank of Baroda has signed MOU with Andhra Pradesh government. Okay. World Bank, in last session we have discussed about the group companies of World Bank. World Bank has sanctioned 250 million loan under DRIP phase 2 project. I think all of you know that in previous DRIP project there were some conditions put by World Bank which was against the Atmanirbhar Bharat project. In that there it has been told that government should buy more products from international market than relying on domestic market, but there is no such conditions put in this loan. Okay, so DRIP is the dam rehabilitation and improvement project. So World Bank has sanctioned 250 million for that. David Malpass is the president and it is headquartered in Washington DC. The other international organization which is headquartered in Washington DC is the IMF. Okay, investment banking deals with products that are related to investment, like stock broking, etc. Being a banker to any issue like IPO issue, etc. That is investment banking. Uh, any activity that could generate wealth for the bank is called investment banking. Okay, investment banking. Like Chetan Bhagat was an investment banker, investment banking is, and nowadays investment banking has gone huge potential because loans are risky, so that's why many banks are now investing more, having more reliability on investment banking. It's a very specific division of banking that is related to wealth creation, and it also assists their individual customers in wealth building. This investment banking is of two types, remember. One for building of wealth for the bank, and building of wealth for individual customers, guiding the customers towards wealth creation. That is investment banking. When government, what happens when the bank takes a deposit from the public, they have two ways left with them, three ways. One, they have to put some money in reserve ratios, cash reserve ratio and SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. Second, they will give rest of the money as loan, or some portion of money they will invest to generate interest so that they can serve their depositors well. Okay, getting it or not? Got it? Got it? Yes. So RBI relaxes new current account norms deadline. This we have completely covered, clearly covered in RBI circular just August 2021. I told you all the guidelines, so please refer to that. SBI Payments, Hitachi Payment Services partnered for e-rupee. I have taken also a very good class on e-rupee. So e-rupee is a voucher like Sodexo voucher that is launched by NPCI. So it will replace the existing framework for benefit transfer, and there is no need of smartphones to use the UPI vouchers. The voucher number will be sent to you on SMS, and you can use as much of amount by showing the secret code to the retailer, and you can do a purchase. Okay, IMF governors approved its largest 650 billion SDR allocation. SDR is the special drawing rights given to its to members. IMF give loans only to its member countries. Remember, World Bank give loans to the developing nations. Yeah. Okay, so it's the largest ever SDR allocation in the history. Okay. So yes, the third bi-monthly policy, FY 21-22, the last bi-monthly policy before your exams. So remember it. The interest rate, repo rate, has unchanged at 4%. Reserve repo at 3.35, bank rate at 4.25, retail inflation projection is 5.7%. RBI ratings GDP growth projection at 9.5%. Okay, so don't remember the growths, recent growths of on prediction of GDP growth, because it's changing so fast. There is no need to remember them. But last one is of RBI, so just have a look on that. Next MPC is scheduled between October 6 to 8. Okay. CCI approves the equity stake of PNB Housing Finance Limited by Carlyle Group. So the CCI is the Competition Commission of India. Now it approves the stake sale. So CCI's approval has proposed a rupees 4,000 crore makes Carlyle Group the majority stakeholder of PNB HFL. So now PNB HFL will be turned into complete private company. So CA Emerald Investment, an affiliate of Carlyle Asia, partners with existing SBI Life company to selling the remaining 1.9% stake in stock exchange. Okay, 6 banks: State Bank of India, Axis, ICICI buy stake in fintech firm IBBCI. Okay, and these are the Indian Bank, Yes Bank, IDBI Bank, ICICI. All of them have bought an equity stake in Indian Bank's blockchain infrastructure company after the RBI's go ahead approval of crypto market in India. There are so many things changing in Indian market. Government is planning to propose a new bill on cryptocurrency, and it will be tabled in Lok Sabha very soon. So SBI, Axis, Indian Bank, Yes Bank, IDBI Bank, all of them picked a 5.55% stake. So it is incorporated May this year. IBBIC is a platform that offers distributed ledger technology solutions for Indian financial service sectors. The blockchain technology will be used for cryptocurrency exchange, and also will be used for the ongoing fund transfer technology. Okay, so DLT is more commonly known as blockchain technology. It's a protocol to enable secure functioning and decentralizing the database. It stores information securely using cryptography. Okay, so SEBI now SEBI board approves the list of key amendments or initiatives recently. This is one of the most important slides. So remember, the board of Securities and Exchange Board of India undertook different approvals. So that are the developments are introduced framework for accredited investors. I will tell all of them, all these acronyms. Amendments to SEBI regulations, mutual fund regulations, relaxed limit of sweet equity norms on sewage tech companies, shift from promoter to controlling shareholders, amendments to SAST regulation, amendment of SEBI AIF regulation, and relaxed the lock-in period for promoters and investment. Okay, so I think what is accredited investor? Accredited investors are, they are the legally authorized persons who can purchase securities out of stock market. Okay, there is no need of them to invest to buy stocks in stock market. They are authorized, but they can make deal outside the stock market. SAST is nothing but the substantial acquisition of shares and takeover, because nowadays many companies are buying the stakes of other companies, so that was required. AIF is nothing but alternative investment fund. It is established, any company that is established in India that pools the money from private investors or from companies, and but it is from the sophisticated investors. Only big investors give money. In normal investment funds, any public can invest, but in AIF only sophisticated investors from domestic market or from outside can invest. Okay, so yes, we have a session ahead, so we'll go a little bit fast. SIDBI FCDO UK launch challenge funds for specific purposes. uh, So that's a separate fund launched by SIDBI. So Small Industries Development Bank of India and Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office UK have launched a challenge fund to allocate fund based on the competitions. That will be called Swavalamban Challenge Fund. Is a support mechanism to allocate funds for specific purpose using competition among organizations. So Swabalamban Challenge Fund is launched by SIDBI. Okay, again, Asian Development Bank gives additional 300 million loan to rural roads in Maharashtra. NSE IBPS Pact for Research Collaboration in Insolvency and Bankruptcy. So NSE has now gone into an MA with IBPS, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, to enhance its research efforts in the area of insolvency bankruptcy. Okay, so that will optimize the time limit, and that will enable NSE to understand that which company is going to bankrupt. In case of bankruptcy, how to get out of these companies easily. This research will help. And Central Bank of India and Dhanavarsa Finvest entered into a strategic co-lending partnership to offer loan in MSME. So nowadays the banks that they cannot fulfill their lending targets in priority sector lending, they go on co-lending. Co-lending is a platform where you don't directly give loan to consumers, you give loan to a mutual MFI sector, a or an NBFC, a non-banking financial company. They in turn they give loan from your money to their consumers, and you achieve your priority sector lending target. That is called co-lending platform. Okay, SEBI amends new norms for independent directors. It is related to Companies Act, so not that important for your exam point of view. So but disclosure requirements, listing obligations and disclosure requirement are changed. Okay, so just a second guys, just a second. Hello. One second, I'm calling you back on a class. Just a, yeah, there is an important call on that. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, Asian Development Bank ties up with IIFL Home Finance for green housing in India. So ADB and IIFL is a non-banking financial company, and it's another arm is called IIFL Home Finance. The total cost of the project is $1 million. IDFC First Bank honors Fast Defense account. Oh, these are the marketing gimmick by private banks. I don't think that these questions are asked. These are nothing but marketing gimmicks, and questions are generally not. Prior 3-4 years back, they were asking similar questions, but later they understood that these are bakwas questions. Things related to the products of private banks are nothing but gimmicks. RBL Bank selects AWS to strengthen its AI capabilities. All the banks currently adopting artificial intelligence technology to improve their business and to recruit less number of people, so that it will help them in cost cutting. SIDBI unveils digital Proyas lending platform. Yes, it is important. Why? Because it's related to SIDBI. Engaged in promotion and financing of development of micro, small and medium enterprises, that has unveiled a digital Proyas app. It's a digital application for entrepreneurs for low income groups for payment solutions. To cater those in urban areas, SIDBI has also tied up with Big Basket to provide loans for their delivery partners to purchase e-bikes. Paytm Payments Bank crosses 1 crore FASTag mark. It is important for Paytm employees, not for RRB aspirants. CoinDCX becomes the first Indian crypto unicorn. Unicorn is the startups that reach the total valuation more than $1 billion. Okay, so that is called, yes, it is here on your screens. So CoinDCX is now an Indian unicorn which deals with cryptocurrency. It's a platform like there are upstocks etc., where you invest in stocks. So it's a CoinDCX is a cryptocurrency platform. Okay, so SLMA launched help secondary loan market. 10 major banks including State Bank of India, ICICI Bank formed a secondary loan market association with an online platform for trading corporation loans. in secondary market. Sanjay Srivastav is the chairman of SLMA. SLMA is a self-regulatory body, was formed under the recommendation of Reserve Bank of India's task force on the development of secondary market for corporate loans. SLMA's website and logo were digitally launched by Saurabh Sinha, the executive director of RBI. So what will happen on this SLMA secondary loan market? In secondary loan market, the loans portfolios that are already banks disbursed to their consumers will be traded in stock market, that is SLMA. Hope you are getting it. Monitoring of availment of cash in ATM, so that is I have discussed on RBI circular class. Banks will be penalized if there is no payment, there is no money in the ATMs for more than 10 hours, and if they don't display that there is no money outside the ATM, they will be penalized. Indian Bank signs MOU with Paralympic Committee of India, that is itself a news. Exim Bank provides LOC of 100 million to Mauritius, that is that is to be known. Don't go into details. Okay, so thank you for being with Knowledgist. I tried. Thank you everyone. Yes, hope this class is going to be very useful for your exam point of view. Everything that because in first half of August there are so much of developments, so I only discussed things that are going to be important for your exam point of view. Please subscribe to Knowledgist. Thank you, thank you, thank you everyone. I will come with a second edition very soon, but first edition is more important than second edition. प्रवीण सर का क्लास अपडेट आपको मिल जाएगा थोड़ी देर में, मे बी at 8 o'clock sir will be taking this session. Definitely the class is scheduled for today. If he has no issue, he will take the class. Thank you, thank you. Please like, and before going I must request newcomers, please subscribe. Thank you.